Hey YouTubers, what a beautiful day. We're down here at Pine Peak, and as you can see I'm cleaning the pine tree a little bit. Got a little fire pit set up with some rocks, got a little fire going. Just having a drink of water. I've been down here for a few hours already, and just loving this day. Gonna let this fire die down a little bit, and I'm gonna pull out my new cook set I got off of Amazon and just make a little lunch. I was gonna make some coffee, but I'm just too hot and I'd rather have the cold water. So yeah, it's coming along. Beautiful day, lots of birds around, lots of squirrels chasing each other. I think spring's coming. Cheers. Hope everyone's doing well. Well, anywho, I'm going to, I don't know, mess around a little bit, maybe cut up a little more of this wood that I had cut up, and enjoy this fire a little bit before I cook myself a little lunch. So, we'll be back. Alright, I think it's died down enough. So, this is the little set that I've got here. I don't want to burn it over the fire. I'm actually kind of hungry today. But it's a 1 to 2 person cook set. I didn't bring everything down with it that came with it, but frying pan, which I'm not going to use. A little pot with a lid that I am going to use. So today's gourmet meal is going to be jumbo spaghetti and meatballs. And I did bring a bag with me to carry the garbage out. Alright. Set that up there. That doesn't seem to be too hot. Can off to the side. And I don't think I'll bother putting the lid on. The heck with it. And a trusty spoon. I know this isn't a bushcraft spoon, but it's all I got. So it'll have to do. And everything's starting to come nice. Alright. We'll let this cook and we'll come back. Alrighty. I think it's cooked. Alright, we're back. The spaghetti is done. And I was actually talking to a camera that didn't have the record button on. So I thought I was recording when I took it off the fire. But yeah, I got a nice little fire going now. Hopefully you can see it. I can't see the camera, so I'm not going to get all fancy, but yeah, I was testing the meatballs. I got one in half. Perfect, all the way through. I mean, it's canned spaghetti. How good can it be, right? Funny enough, this is Hunter's. He's always taking my lunches, so there wasn't anything else in the pantry. No chili, no stew, no craft dinner. I don't understand that. They're just got groceries, but anywho, yeah. So this is one of his favorite craving foods, if you will. You know, you get those odd foods where everyone's like, "Ew, why do you crave that?" But this is it. And sorry, bud, your spaghetti is some good. I'm not a huge fan of canned spaghetti, but you know what? This is actually pretty good down here in the fire. Getting a little bit of heat off of this. The wind's blowing this way, so it's blowing the smoke away from me. Mind you, I'm getting a little breeze here, but the sun's just over here. Should light up in a minute or so once it gets past this pine tree. But I am figuring this is where I'm going to set up my lean-to. Is here. There's another pine tree directly in front of me, and you can see the pine tree behind me. That way, when the sun comes up in the east, which is just this direction, and the west is over this way, I'll always have the sun right here in front of me. So I think that'll be a pretty good little spot to hang out. Always have the sun in front of us when it's sunny out. And you know, like the wind usually comes from the north and the west around here. So west will blow it pretty much straight across in front of where I want to have the lean-to. But yeah, I'm having a great afternoon. I found a standing dead spruce tree. It should be long enough to span between these two pine trees. I really don't want to make it really huge, but what I'm thinking is I'll have a good sized bench, and then there's a little dip over here. So that extra space, I might actually cut some firewood and stack it up in there, and that way it'll be protected by the by a bit of the lean-to. I might make just like a wooden roof to help keep it dry, because I'm not going to keep a tarp on it, but right now anything's possible. So how's everybody doing? Hopefully you're enjoying your day. Let's see, I think it's March 16th today. Not entirely sure. It's Monday. Kids are on March break. And I'm down here enjoying myself in the peace and quiet. There's been a lot of squirrels running around. Mating season must be starting, because there's lots of them chasing each other. But and they don't seem to be too bothered by me, you know, walking through the woods, and they're within 5-10 feet of my feet, you know. So something's up. Anyways, I think I'm going to finish this off. Might fart around a little bit more and let this fire die out before I head home. Dar's off in a little bit. But yeah, just enjoying the day. Heading to Mexico, March 26th. It's going to be pretty cool. I've never been to a you know, southern destination, if you will, like a resort or what have you. So pretty stoked. We're going to a place just outside of Cancun called Gran Bahia Principe Coba, and it's 7 days, all-inclusive, direct flight, which is going to be cool. Yes, 45 years old, and I've never flown on a commercial airplane. So yeah, it's going to be an adventure. Hopefully it'll be as satisfying as sitting down here in the afternoon, even though my spaghetti's starting to get cold. But that's alright. I'm enjoying it. Like, this is heaven. Somebody's walking their dog on the main trail. I'm still a good distance from the main trail in here, about, oh, let's see, probably at least 500 or 600 yards from the main trail. Yeah. Wow, this is good. I might actually put this on the fire and reheat it a little bit, because it's starting to get a little cold. Not sure what I heard. It sounded like it might have been a little snort or something. Ooh, that was a big fly. That was the first one I've seen this year. Well, spring's a-coming, I guess. Alright, folks, well, I don't know how much more I'm going to film. So, if I happen to turn the camera back on, awesome! If not, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been fun. I've enjoyed using my little cook set. I don't have a whole lot of bushcrafting gear. You know, my gear has been mostly, geared around hunting. So, here's my biggest knife that I have. It's just a folding knife. Works good though. It's got some good weight, but I wouldn't try batoning any wood. I do have a knife that I ordered off of Amazon, just a cheap one. It's 11 inches overall. I think the blade is 7 inches. Comes with a ferrule rod, so I'll be able to start fires with it. I'll slowly get my stuff together, like getting an actual spork. But this will do. So, I'm going to throw this on the fire. Heat it up just a little more. So, yeah. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Hopefully you're having an enjoyable day, a decent week. Life is good. Life's certainly feeling a lot better here. So, yeah. I could ramble on for hours. I'm just so at peace down here. Alright, people. I'm going to go. So, thanks for watching, and get outside and enjoy some Mother Nature. Alright, so I turned the camera back on. Alright, there's a little fire pit. There's the little hole I was sitting in, but I did put up this tree. It was a standing deadfall. Well, standing dead tree. But, yeah, I tied it up on that side. And I tied it up on that side. And probably right in around this section here. Where that ground goes down. I think I'll probably use that to store wood under the lean-to, but I really only need this section up here closest to the pine tree, but we'll see. I don't know. That could be a good spot to hang clothes, I suppose. Put a tripod on this end to support the other side of the bench. Move the fire pit over a little more, but yeah, it's shaping up. And some big old pines underneath or above. Alright, so I don't know if I'm coming down tomorrow. It's supposed to be a cloudy day, but Dar's working, so who knows? My last day off before I go back on shift work. So, anywho, that was a little update. I'm going home now. Dar's been home for about a half an hour, and I have at least a half an hour, 40-minute walk out of here. So, go home, have coffee with Dar, and have some supper. So, peace, everybody. Cheers.